It's no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under beach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixes cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, fading out. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get off you. Day to day you wanna stay out, you're chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night.
I just wanna feel alive in the starlight. I see in your eyes. I just wanna feel alive in the starlight. I see in your eyes. Leave it all in the past, 'cause the war isn't over yet. You lost one fight, but it's not the end. So get back. the strength for your brothers. Erase the doubt with your battle cry. You feel the earth move to the drum of steel boots. Banish the fear inside. You're strong enough that you don't have to hide. No, you don't have to hide. You're strong enough with your battle cry. Clash of steel spills your blood. A whisper out fills your head, but you have to fight again. So take one step, take another. Find the strength for your brothers. Erase the doubt with your battle cry. With your battle cry. You feel the earth move to the drum of steel boots. Banish the fear inside. You're strong enough that you don't have to hide. No, you don't have to hide. You're strong enough with your battle cry. Brings you to your knees. Rising of the ashes, coming from the ether. All I hear is static. Breathe a little deeper. Fallen, broken, a million light years away from home. My eyes opened, and now I've come to claim life. Oh, never let it go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. 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 Found me in the darkness. Now they see me shining. Calling me a goddess. Thunder and the lightning. I'm falling, I'm faster. Making my way back, I'm close to home. I'm fighting harder because I've come to claim my throne. Never letting go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. I'm running through the fire. heart into something gold. Knew I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I rode it all along on your way right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you. Carolina skies in the night, floating by your side. I fell up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do right now. What I do
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Dota's the kind of game where you kind of know you're going to win before it's even over. I was having a down day, and I decided to revisit some good memories. My name is Peter PPD Dager, and these are my moments of brilliance.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna wanna see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
ESL 1 Los Angeles is brought to you in part by Intel, Mercedes-Benz, AT&T, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GG Bet.
Welcome everybody to your daily dose of Dota 2 action here as the ESL 1 Los Angeles 2020 playoffs have begun. And of course, your first series of the day here is going to be a lower bracket as Chicken Fighters taking on Team Spirit after defeating Nigma earlier on in the brackets, as well as I'm Gareth, joined by Lacoste, getting ourselves into the draft for the first pick. What are you expecting out of this series, Lacoste?
I'm expecting to see Alchemist. That's what I think is going to be broken this patch. Every other gold mechanic reduced. Alchemist with Hand of Midas, joking with Hand of Midas, but definitely I think Alchemist is a bit overpowered right now. Some of the changes in the patch that was dropped yesterday. Attributes no longer provide magic resistance, spell amp, move speed for strength, intelligence, and agility, respectively. So that means that spell damage is going to be much stronger against the heroes. I mean, you still will deal more damage because of magic resistance was way too high and the spell numbers were not. And also means that like intelligence heroes will not be able to shove out waves that quickly. Also some edgy carries will need some kind of a buff in terms of move speed since everyone got reduced numbers in the last patches 6 or a year ago, 6 months or a year ago.
We're going to start seeing some more casual cloaks, more hoods, stuff like that. But yeah, gold bounty is reduced by 10%, affects buildings, lane creeps, neutrals, and heroes. So from my understanding, Devour, Hand of Midas, Greevil's Greed, gold mechanics, which are outside of the norm, still stay the same. So you can accelerate, quicker comparatively with some of those heroes. And of course, Hand of Midas has been out of the meta for quite some time. I'm just wondering if Ice Frog is poking that item back into the playstyle. We'll see what happens with these teams. And so far, ignoring Alchemist. I genuinely thought that Alch would be popping its head out here. And a very interesting opener from Chicken Fighters. Shadow Demon Terrorblade, something we haven't seen them open with.
Usually they open up with Oracle Troll. If it's available, Oracle is gone. Yesterday they even played Troll without Oracle, but they had a save in Winter Wyvern. I had a chat with Charlie why he decided to go for Basher. It was like, yeah, my team is doing well. Templar Assassin, they were afraid of them snowballing, so he just wanted to get a Basher, first item, Basher and Troll, and then gets a BKB so he can fight with the team, which was extremely effective, and he knows how to play these Illusions heroes. TB is one of those. Shadow Demon, like you make more illusions, you have a save. For TB, Pagna with the Life Drain, very good against both of these heroes, actually very good against Terrorblade, Disarm, and Pagna with the Life Drain, insta-killing the illusion. It's on 7-second cooldown, so you can just get rid of 2 illusions.
Yeah. It does seem a little bit odd picking up that Terrorblade to me, but maybe they've got a plan for it, as he is a very good timing hero for sure. It's a big diversion away from all of the other drafts. Like, I don't even see Terrorblade being picked up by them in the tournament so far, while Team Spirit, of course, yesterday did play up against Virtus Pro, dropping 2-0 in that upper bracket, as VP pretty much wiped the floor with them. A 32-minute game and a 19-minute game. Pretty fast series. As Team Spirit, they've got to pick up their morale, try and grab themselves a win here. Also diverging away from their normal pickups. You know, we've seen a lot of Grimstroke. We're used to seeing a lot of kind of Ogre, Beastmaster, Death Prophets, things like that from Misha's drafting arsenal. I do like their push.
Rubik. Allow Rubik as an answer for Pangolier. You need to get an early point in Shield Crash before level 6, so Rubik can't steal it. I mean, when he's level 6. And you need to use it straight away, so Shield Crash damage in a team fight is not going to be there, and you're not going to get reduced damage because of it, since you need to use it straight away.
Don't let Rubik get the cube. It's devastating, especially like around Roshan fights. We've seen Rubik's get that Rolling Thunder and cause real devastating damage.
It's a great Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit game. Like, great against the illusions, both of those heroes. Terrorblade does not like the magic damage heroes that get on top of him. Well, this hero gets on top of him.
Spirit Breaker.
Team Spirit Breaker.
We've seen little bits of Spirit Breaker through the tournament. We haven't had any in our games, but there's definitely been some picked up here and there through the group stage. I think Puppy played one. There's been a couple of others as well, but definitely not a popular hero. And being picked up pretty early here by Spirit. I'm wondering, is that going to be Misha's hero? He does like these tanky kind of frontline. I'm going to walk in, scout high ground, place an observer board, make the plays, make the calls.
I don't even remember any kind of changes on Spirit Breaker in the last patch or two. I gotta check.
Well, I guess if you start thinking about the nerf to strength now with the magic resistance going down, Spirit Breaker's Bulldoze with status resistance gets more powerful, right? Because you're removing a defensive mechanism or a tankiness mechanism away from all of these tanky strength heroes, and Spirit Breaker has that innate one in his own skill set, and I think maybe Brewmaster's a similar story here. You know, having innate kind of tankiness through skills rather than through stats is potentially what some of these teams are looking at.
Well, could be. So I'm looking through the changes. Aghanim Scepter upgrade now increases charge of darkness, move speed by 100, and decreases cooldown by 5. 724 Bulldoze reduced from 2018 to 16.
Nothing amazing.
No, he actually got nerfed in like 722.
Sad. These drafts are so weird. I feel like Lacoste, I genuinely feel like I've woken up in like 2017 or something. Like from watching Chinese Dota and the transition into European Dota, that was like, you know, a 20% shift. And we got used to it.
I'm gonna check.
We watched the group stage, we watched the playoffs.
Patch.
Yeah.
I gotta check if there's a B patch. Maybe I did not see it because these are not the heroes that were played yesterday.
Yeah, like we watched the group stage, watched the playoffs, and we've gotten used to this meta, and we're thinking, hang on a second, how have things changed so drastically? Storm Spirit, at least, is something we're used to. Ergon Storm, you mentioned it, very good at gap closing onto the TB.
And they have no lockdown for Storm Spirit. You have Rubik's Lift. That's not enough. Your last hero needs to be any kind of low cooldown stun. Dragonite is the one that comes to my mind. Or Puck. Oh, it's a decent Puck game. It's actually a great Puck game. They have nothing on Team Spirit. Like, you dodge everything with the phase shift. You see Spirit Breaker charging on you. You're like, dude, nah, not today.
Not
Then
happening.
he might try it once.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that
remaining.
Puck is a
I
good
believe they
shout.
should pick one of those two.
Supreme Puck.
5 seconds remaining.
I am so confused right now. Brewmaster gives you a lot of chaos creation, team fights, and I guess when you have a TB on your team, you want that early game to extend a little bit longer so we can farm up. They did play that one TB game, I'm remembering now. It wasn't good, though.
Oh, yes,
it was
I remember.
really, really hard.
When he sold everything, like boots, magic wand, raid band, just to buy Divine Rapier, didn't even deal any damage in the
Against
end.
NIP. They had Kotl, TB, Nyx, Storm, Brewmaster. So they had the Brew with the TB. It seems like it's something they enjoy picking together, as DP is banned out now.
10 seconds.
Very interesting. So you want Puck for Chicken Fighters, and we need what looks like a Duraccio hero here as the position 1 Gyro comes out. Interesting decision. Gyro can struggle against these illusion heroes. Yes, he's got flak and cooldown, but if he's gap closed by a Brewmaster or jumped by this Chicken Fighters lineup with this last hero, which should be a pretty fast-paced initiation hero, Gyrocopter can get, outranged and shredded by the TB Metamorphosis illusions.
Remaining.
Yeah, when you think about Gyro, like, he deals well with the illusions
5 seconds remaining.
on paper. Like, yeah, you're gonna flat cannon those illusions. He's better against Terrorblade than he is against, like, Phantom Lancer and Naga Siren.
Yeah.
Because it's not that effective. Like, all your damage from Rocket Barrage is mitigated, shared by the illusions.
Are you all in on Puck here? Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's either Puck or Dragonite for me. I'm leaning towards Puck.
Of course, Dragonite. It's
No.
I don't know if it's it's not a Brood game, it's not a TA game. Arc Warden, not really. I mean, I guess they could pick Brood if they wanted to, but Queen of Pain, that's the magic damage nuking, gap closing, team fighting, 4-man group up and play around with TB farming jungle hero in the Queen of Pain.
Okay, so it's also an elusive hero that can build into silence. I would prefer to see Puck. But there are a couple of cool interactions with Queen of Pain and her ulti. I play a lot of Bangalier. You get Sonic Wave by Queen of Pain while you're trying to use the Rolling Thunder. You don't use it, it cancels it, and it puts you on cooldown, so you can't even use it.
Oof. That's a good shout. Well, there we have it. Team Spirit up against Chicken Fighters. Game 1 of this best of 3 about to kick off as we are currently in round 2 of the lower bracket. A loss in this series, of course, dumps you out. And a win moves you forward. Get closer and closer to that grand final. I'll take a quick little break here, guys, because, of course, the Mercedes MVP sponsoring ESL 1 LA. So take a quick look at this video. I hope you're timing it, Lacoste.
Yes, I am. So far, like 48 seconds.
From the last pick until now?
I didn't start straight away, so I added a couple of seconds. It should be a minute, I believe.
Okay. 1
5.
minute.
Oh, it's more than a minute.
Oh, dear. Yeah, so basically Lacoste and I have been wondering, we've been casting for a month now. And we very often get this weird feeling where at the end of the draft, we talk a little bit, we play some, the MVP video, the ads and stuff, and then we come back and that waiting screen where you're still looking at the 5v5 draft screen is still there. And we wonder if, You know, Gaben or Ice Frog is toying with us and changing the duration of that screen. Sometimes it feels longer.
Minute and like should be around 15 seconds. I didn't start straight away. We'll see in the second game.
We will
indeed. And also Queen of Pain, like Sonic Wave stops Spirit Breaker from charging, which is also great. I mean, you don't want to just pop it to stop him, but in a team fight, it could be used, if used properly, you can get the most out of it.
And killing couriers as well, right? Imagine 5 couriers delivering items to a team fight. One Sonic Wave gets the rampage.
Wait, Sonic Wave works against couriers?
Does it not anymore?
I don't know. Now that you say, I don't think it does. I never thought it did.
I'm sure
one
it
of
does.
us is wrong. Probably chat knows.
I'm so sure Sonic Wave kills couriers.
I've never seen anyone use Sonic Wave to kill the courier.
30 seconds.
You can use Dunk.
You can spin, you can axe Culling Blade, you can
Yes.
roar them, but it doesn't do
Yes.
damage.
Correct.
You used to be able to wild axes them. I'm not sure if you can do that either with Beastmaster. I'm like 99% sure you can Sonic Wave kill them. So many times, this like mid lane, you know, Queen of Pain hits level 6 or 7, goes for the kill, and a courier is delivering to her opponent, and just randomly gets the kill and the courier.
Okay, I don't care about the game. I'm just watching Queen of Pain if she's gonna kill any couriers.
Well,
I don't remember seeing it ever. Like I've been playing Dota for 15 years.
Same. Maybe I'm dreaming.
Ever seeing that? I know that Calling Blade was always a thing. Same goes for Beastmaster Roar, but Misha charge, not very effective.
Trying to catch out Saberlight. Not really doing a great job of it. Look at Duraccio and Misha taking so much damage. They do have the headdress up on this Spirit Breaker, though, as we did take a quick look at the odds. But hello, Disruption, and Era looking to block in the Gyro. Bit of a weird play there. Seneko not getting the clicks in. Era holding that Fade Bolt as well. So yeah, odds pretty close. Chicken Fighters very slightly favored by GG Bet as the laning stage kicks off with Charlie TB. Seneko now TP's top with the Shadow Demon against an Afterlife Immersion. Pango Pugna. Pongo. Pangna up in that top lane. Ergon mid-storm against the Supreme Queen of Pain, and down south we've already seen Duraccio and Misha, Gyro, Spirit Breaker with Saberlight and Era. Getting the claps forward on that Brewmaster, and Rubik has that Fade Bolt to harass as well. And that mid lane is going to be fun. Storm against Co-op. 5-0 against 4-1.
GPK in a match a couple of days ago, killing Dendy and just rolling over him with the Storm Spirit. Like, you get a point in Electric Vortex on Storm, and you harass Queen of Pain a lot. Like, so far, so good for the Storm Spirit. Before, it was heavily Queen of Pain favored. Like, Queen of Pain, 4 armor, Storm 6. Not sure why Storm has such a high armor for Intelligence Hero.
Because Blitz complained to Ice Frog.
But probably.
Misha TPing home. One of the great things here about this Spirit Breaker, similar to the Nature's Prophet position 5, he's able to, you know, head back home and then return to lane reasonably quickly. Charge back out, bring all these items to the Gyro. And Pugna, also the kind of long walk back home, TP's top. Return to that lane.
Interesting build on Pugna. Immersion, Netherward level 1. Netherward level 1 is like what was Netherward level 2 before. That's how buffed it got. And look at mana on Terrorblade. He's very low.
Yeah, he's got a Ring of Trask for his HP. That doesn't seem to be a problem, but they're hunting down that Netherward. 100 mana only on the Terrorblade. That's sad times for him. And then over on the other side, you know, you've got this Pugna with the Ring of Bassi. And you can see Seneco's bought one as well. They need that Ring of Bassi in lane for sure. Get that mana regen back. Storm, Pango, both doing exceptionally well in the CS, while Gyro struggles a touch. 8 and 5. But he's got a pretty massive wave here to catch up and return himself to where he belongs as that position 1. And jump onto Seneko.
A lot of that damage is shared with the creeps.
Seneko.
Duraccio, another rocket barrage.
Down goes the Shadow Demon, and bottom lane, Duraccio in the trees. No salve, but he's got the tango going as Saberlight does salve up. Flat Cannon will cancel out the last remnants of the heal. Gyro Oh, nice little bash there from Misha. Tap in the backside of Saberlight's Brewmaster.
This lane is very strong from Chicken Fighters. You use Cinder Brew, then you ignite them with the Fade Bolt. So it's a guaranteed ignite.
That's aggressive from Gyro, but he had the big creep wave backing him up. Saberlight 3 stick charges. Era with no stick, just boots. Could consider the lift Fade Bolt and play here into Gyrocopter. But he's recouped a lot of his HP. As bottom rune spot, there's nothing. A regen top for the Queen of Pain, who has blinked though, as Urgon turns to fight Supreme, but the blink away into the regen rune. Surely he's going to secure Supreme. A great continuation of this laning stage. He is about a wave and a half behind in CS, but that one rune grab tips the scales.
This one is just a disaster. Once you see that you did so much harass, you're doing good in the laning stage, then she picks up a regen rune, you're mentally done after this. Like, I would actually get triggered.
Yeah, that is tilting as hell. Urgon, does he have bottle coming on Courier? He does, so he'll get the bounty runes in about 20 seconds at least, and maybe stack up a couple of camps for himself, so it's not all doom and gloom, but he will leave Supreme alone in that mid lane now as the Queen of Pain. Terrorblade.
Angelier, full javelin being delivered to him, so that's a lot of kill potential once it arrives.
Emergent chasing Soneko. Disrupts up the Pugner and goes to the TP.
Very nice done.
Well done. Chats.
He used the scan on top of that rune, so he knew that there is a third hero.
Clever.
And just TP's out.
Chat says Sonic Wave 100% kills Courier.
Thank you, chat.
Bless you, chat. They got
Was
my back.
More than one guy?
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 people in there.
All right, then people know. Thank you.
Yeah. They know what's up. So Queen of Pain still behind the Storm Spirit and CS. That's definitely neutral. Creeps being gathered up by Storm. Yeah, they are dead even net worth-wise, as we can see. Gyrocopter double Wraith Band. Doing pretty well down here. Rotation from Era in towards mid, guarding that 6-minute rune. No one here from the Radiant team to do anything, and you can see Soneko also stacking up some camps. Build up bank, get a good ward down, and bottom rune it is a double damage. Queen of Pain could make her first rotation down to bottom if she wants to.
Or she can try and kill some couriers. They place the wards behind tier 1 or tier 2 towers, and then she just snipes them.
With Sonic Wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, use that Sonic Wave.
Give me a sec, Gary.
Okie dokie. Misha, a very good deep ward there. I don't know if they'll kind of use that process of elimination, figure out, hang on, he walked all the way back past our tier 1 to try and get the D ward there. There's a sentry coming out now from Era, so it looks like they probably will be able to take down the Observer. And Queen of Pain's rotation down south. Still looking for something. TP's back to mid. Storm and Pugner putting some massive pressure onto the tier 1. Supreme with a double damage rune gives Urgon the clicks. And now the turnaround though, Saberlight still level 5, charged under his tower. Very aggressive from Misha. They didn't get the D ward. Well, the sentry was placed much deeper onto the bounty rune, so they kind of knew that Misha went in warding somewhere. They thought he was deeper than he actually was, as Duraccio under tower. Some good slows there from Saberlight, and his stick charges keep him nice and healthy.
And there's no way you're killing Brewmaster here. He's about to crack level 6. Era should stay out of XP range. If he stayed, Brewmaster would be level 6, and then they would have much greater kill potential.
Queen of Pain rotates back in. I'll lift up into the clap. Quap jumps forward. 2-man Sonic Wave beautifully lined up by Supreme. He's top of his geometry class there. Calculating all the angles. First rotation, first Sonic Wave gets them 2 kills. Mid tier 1 tower though in a lot of trouble. Immersion, level 2 Nether Blast. Pummeling away at the structure. 8-minute rune grabbed up by the Storm, and it's an invis. Makes him much more difficult to kill. Also securing this objective.
If they can get a deny on this one, they can. Era gets it. That's pretty big. A lot of time wasted. You don't get the gold. Terrorblade right now just farm in the jungle.
Where's Misha going? The Storm invis. Trying to look for Supreme. They've got the Vortex back, but the decrep and jump away.
They stole Royal Jelly.
That's Pugna got it.
Pugna got it?
Yep.
Alright. Found by Immersion.
I thought the same thing for a second there. I was like, whoa, Queen of Pain's item. Down it goes. So what do they have on the Radiant now? A Royal Jelly and a Poor Man's Shield, while Dire Team, Shovel, Faded Brooch, Arcane Ring for the Terrorblade, and Royal Jelly as well now. Being grabbed up and sent back.
They changed the thing with neutral items that it can't spawn if the enemy hero is inside a certain radius.
Yeah, so it must have been Queen of Pain jumped away and then the item spawned like just after
Yeah.
she jumped, right? Seneko getting jumped as the Shadow Demon still has that self-disruption to buy him a bit of time here. Charge forward, disrupt up, and a left drag back. Misha still giving chase, and they've got that swashbuckle to secure the kill on the SD. So 2 for 2 now.
It'll be such a fast Maelstrom on Pangolier, level 7. This is the hero that they need to care about. They have no abilities besides Queen of Pain ulti that goes through Magic Community once he's rolling.
Charlie just AFK jungling.
Radiant's bottom tower.
What's the net worth looking like? Yeah, TB up ahead of the Pango.
Is under attack.
Brewmaster's not too far behind. I'm actually kind of surprised Saberlight is so farmed. Ahead of both Storm and Gyro and Queen of Pain. 002 Saberlight. 56 CS and 13 denies. I guess he has been left alone here as the Gyrocopter has slid into mid lane.
What a bro. He gives the last hit to the Queen of Pain. She also has ulti ready once again if they want to make a rotation.
Wait, I'm sorry, but how does Charlie, who is in the triangle, kill Gyro's courier, who is over here?
That's a good question.
Maybe he had an illusion over here that kill. Cool. Well done, Charlie. Killing couriers half a map away. God damn. Saberlight very low top lane. Soul Ring healing him up a little bit. And he's got the full wand with another Ring of Regen. Aiming towards that pipe. Stacking auras. Primal Split at the ready.
Oh, they're keeping the siege creep alive on the top with the Cripify charge on Saberlight. I don't think you're getting this kill. You just saw a Shadow Demon. You look at the positioning from Era. Charge cancelled. The tower will be alive, man. The damage from Pangolier.
Yeah, it's substantial. And I guess your two, early magic damage heroes, Storm and Gyrocopter, they are farming mid and bottom. Aghanim Scepter queued up by Duraccio. As Aragon, of course, the Kaya coming. As Queen of Pain, Orchid lined up. 1,500 in the bank. Saving those stocks. And Charlie in a pretty good spot here. Not under any pressure whatsoever. Farming Ancients. Where's his Iron Talon? Charlie, where's your Iron Talon, mate? Oh, it's Gyro that got one. Dire Team didn't get it. Sad. Oh, Primal Split top lane. Afterlife. Sent up into the air. Rolling Thunder still available, but he's being chain stunned. My goodness, the Cyclone into Dispel, the Boulder Toss of Disruption. Old Afterlife finally gets his Rolling Thunder off, and thanks to the life drain, he is healthy enough to roll in to look for the kill on Seneko. Swashbuckle finishes him off. Afterlife toying with death, but getting the kill. But the steal from Era, the rolling cube, it's coming in. Oh, you did not expect that, did you? Pangolier pays with his life.
Well, I said that Pangolier needs to get the point in Shield Crash when he hits level 6. Once Rubik hits level 6. That's the thing, so he can't steal it. Now he died because of it. Sometimes it's those, little things.
4-0-3. Could have been 4-1-2.
Easy math.
Lucky Shot is such an amazing ability, especially, like you mentioned in the draft, against this TB. Lucky Shot is huge for you. As Terrorblade gets his Yasha delivered, we've got ourselves a cloak and nearly hood done on Mr. Brewmaster. Well, you look at that. Supreme switching away from Orchid, deciding to go Yule Scepter first. Cancel charge, catch the Pango, the Pugna, stop TPs. I guess it is more useful against the Spirit Breaker in particular, right?
It is. It's great against Spirit Breaker, as you mentioned. also dodging the rocket or just buying some time while Pangolier is trying to roll.
Are scanning.
Dire scan.
Tower is under attack.
What are they looking for? They're scanning, they're smoking, and they're
Radiant's
swinging
middle
down to
tower
bottom
is
lane.
under attack.
Storm Spirit is the target that they want to try and latch onto.
Dire's
Is
top
Kaya
tower
now
has
done?
fallen.
Top tier 1 does finally drop. Who starts this off? Urgon sitting just under 200 mana. Spirit Breaker moving across from mid lane. He spots out Supreme. Steals the
gets the
haste through.
haste.
But they've got stuns here. A lift up into that Fade Bolt, and they've managed to take the haste off. Demonic Purge.
We did not see much action happening, Gary. 15 minutes almost, only 7 kills. Both teams are fine with farming.
They want those primary items before they kick off. I guess, you know, game 1 of this best of 3, you want to try and settle yourself in. It is early morning for esports gamers.
Is under attack.
It is before midday here in Europe. I wouldn't dare wake up before noon. But here we are, Lacoste. Watching Dota 2. The stolen roll of Thunder. Still here for Era. As they chain stun this Pango, he gets a swashbuckle off and onto the high ground, but Misha charging forward to Seneko, and now a Rolling Thunder from Afterlife, connecting onto the Shadow Demon into the Brewmaster and Era. He's going to steal cooldown, but he's going to get blown up before he gets a chance to use it. Saberlight wants out now. Primal Split is ready, and he's going to be forced to pop it as they kill Seneko off on the top right-hand side. Supreme, Vortex, doesn't get off the Sonic Wave. They're very far, and now he's got a Yule's and a stick, runs away. Doesn't even get a kill, no trade, but the Yule stops the charge, and that's why it is so useful. This Primal Split, he needs to kill Afterlife. He needs something here. Saberlight, he's going to get juked through the trees. He tries to clap, but the tree placed down. He's running forward. Gets off the Drunken Brawler, but now he's in the midst of it all. Magic damage. Not anywhere near enough. And with no stuns coming, homing missile and charge, they do have that long delay before landing.
There was a fight 4 versus 5. There was no TB. He was just putting pressure on a mid tower. Didn't deal that much damage. But once he joins a team fight, TB going for SNY. Charlie really loves the status resistance build.
Oh, Supreme has Yule Scepter, but no Blink, so they turn onto Misha. Team Spirit stuck around in that dire jungle without their gyrocopter, and they're going to pay punished for hanging around in an area which just does not belong to them. Outpost grabbed back up by Era. Pangolier and Storm still thinking about jumping onto Seneko, and they do manage to grab the Shadow Demon. Where's that ward? So yeah, the Radiant Observer ward surely is going to get de-warded eventually here.
Terrorblade is low on mana. There's the disarm.
Can Era get there? He's going to steal Swashbuckle with the lift of the Fade Bolt. He's got the Storm. One more hit from Charlie. Oh, he's dodged away. Not quite. Beautiful play from Era against that Swashbuckle initiation, but Charlie getting jumped now with the decrep into that blast from Pugna, but he's sundered back enough HP to turn and fight into the immersion Pugna, and down goes Mr. Bones as Afterlife still being chased and hounded here by Era. Another Swashbuckle. He's going to go for Misha. Not finishing him off. Holding the Fade Bolt, didn't have telekinesis, and now a tier 1 tower out of nothing. Chicken Fighters outplaying. Really hardcore outplaying Team Spirit.
They were trying to play around Terrorblade, and that's what they need to do from now on. Terrorblade extremely strong. SNY completed, going for a BKB. He wants to be able to take a fight, stand his ground. They have a save with Shadow Demon, but he also wants to be able to get rid of Disarm, get rid of the Decrypify. Can't really just rely on Shadow Demon. And they have Clumsy Net on Chicken Fighters, so that's a great item against either Storm Spirit, Spirit Breaker as well.
I like Seneko just whacking sentries down everywhere, and a really nice observer ward here. Saberlight to cut the tree down so he could get it done. Pangolier, Maelstrom into Vlad's, level 11, closing on 12. Currently sitting top of the net worth of the Radiant team. A nice pack of 3 there, very evenly spread across their 3 cores. They're heading up to top in towards a Seneko Shadow Demon. He's the only one really showing on map here under a Radiant Observer Ward now. And they're not going to go for it. Oh, maybe they are.
Every single time Team Spirit brings the numbers, they win a team fight. They need to play around Terrorblade and his meta cooldown. He's getting close to BKB. This is where he belongs. You can see Spirit Breaker showing where Terrorblade is farming. They have no vision whatsoever. Supreme gets solo kill.
I don't know how that started. When I went up to look at what was happening top lane, I saw Storm was inside Ewell's half HP. And Supreme just, you know, screamed Sonic Waved, and Storm was died, you know, gone, destroyed. I don't know how Storm got into that position, though. And he even had a Pugner behind him to try and help him. Is down bottom in the Radiant jungle. Charlie pops the Metamorphosis and Era. He's going to try and steal Shield Crash, but he still dies before a chance to use it. As Gyro decrept up, being kept alive again by this life-draining Immersion Pugner, but Charlie has the chase. He's still holding Sunder, looking to take down the Pugner ward and Immersion, and blown up by Charlie. That illusion doing enough with the help of Supreme as they focus Afterlife, who goes high ground and now low ground. Where am I? You don't know where I've gone. I'm jumping up, I'm jumping down, and old Afterlife, he's still got a swashbuckle to get himself over the tree line. Pugner for Rubik. These trades, they are scrappy. We are in a brawling game, 10-11 now. It was very quiet at the beginning.
I'm thinking about Underlords when I hear the word scrappy, though I did not play it in a long time.
I thought you were going to go for a Scooby-Doo reference.
Oh, Scrappy-Doo, all right. We mentioned Scrappy-Doo a couple of days ago.
Yeah, we did.
So TB is about to get his BKB, also Queen of Pain getting closer to hers. So once they get those 2 BKBs, next meta will be up. And Chicken Fighters should be winning those fights once they get the BKBs.
Roshan potentially being eyed up by Team Spirit. They're all lurking around in the area, but I just don't know about this. This feels weird to me, Lacoste. They didn't get a pick off.
They have a lot of damage and sustain from Vlad's disarm from Pango. Gyro with the Aghanim Scepter.
But a smoke up from Chicken Fighters now. Storm.
Primal Split is up.
Storm shows on top lane. This is a 5 versus 4 with Roshan at 2,500 HP. Good charge, holds 2 of them back, and a cooldown in onto 4. Slows the advance and Afterlife with a great Rolling Thunder, but the Sonic Wave has taken down Misha. Buyback immediately out of the Spirit Breaker now, but the Rolling Thunder with the Storm zip in. They've caught the Shadow Demon as Charlie BKB. He's charging forward and sprinting into the Gyro as Duraccio. He doesn't really have much left, apart from that life drain from Pugner, keeping him alive. The Gyro turns the fight, but Saberlight focuses him down, and Duraccio's gone. Afterlife swashbuckles in and sent skywards with a Cyclone. This is disastrous for Team Spirit. Storm's got no mana. Afterlife has the swashbuckle high ground. Era's stolen it yet again. Fade Bolt and left ready, but they are back in the pit. Misha, a dieback from Spirit Breaker. He's going to charge over towards Era, but drop on his way to that high ground. And Roshan now belongs to the Chicken Fighters. Storm, he's got one short zip. He's got one short zip. Afterlife is in, looking for the vision. The Storm jumps forward. Charlie snatches Aegis, killed by the Radiant, but Charlie, he got the item he needed. Second life will be coming, and Ergon trapped in the pit. He's got a TP out, maybe another scream, and he's gone. Supreme beyond godlike. 10-0-3.
Saberlight did such a good job just controlling the team fight with the Primal Split, using the Cyclone on the Storm Spirit. And then they used another disruption on him, so Storm Spirit didn't deal that much damage in a fight. Soniko also suicides to Roche, so they don't get any gold or XP from that. And most importantly, they can focus down the Gyro, who has no BKB yet. Queen of Pain just finished hers, so 2 BKBs. They're ready to fight once again. The meta is up, and most importantly, they stole that Aegis. He was so close.
Yeah.
From getting off that magic wand and Thunder.
I mean, Storm did get the kill, right? So at least a bit of gold going the way of the Radiant, but just starting off that Roshan teamfight felt... I don't know, I had the heebie-jeebies. I had the bad feel, you know? When Qui-Gon Jinn says he's got a bad feeling about this, something's about to go down. Storm Spirit, Bloodstone, 13 charges, heading into Orchid now. But I think you're right with these double BKBs on Chicken Fighters. They can non-stop just force fights. Press the issue. And Team Spirit's going to have to react every single time.
Bangalore cannot give away Rolling Thunder to Rubik. Shield Crash straight away. He is also level 15, which means 4 extra seconds on the Rolling Thunder. Once those BKBs drop, like, you should be able to get the multiple bounces and the stuns off.
Swashbuckle from Afterlife into the creep wave. As Supreme gets charged, rolled. Vortex not coming. The BKB fast enough from Supreme as he blinks away. Ergon still trying to give chase. I feel like they could have killed the Quap there if Ergon just spent the Vortex, but they're going to get the Primal Split off. Charging towards the Pugna. Very low immersion and he's getting blown up by Saberlight. He's gone. They've also cycloned up this Gyrocopter who's now isolated with Queen of Pain arriving back again. The Storm gets the Vortex and Supreme dies, but Gyro is the prize that the Chicken Fighters look towards. 2 for 1. I don't think Supreme should have fallen there, but it was a good setup from Team Spirit to try and bait him in. As Era charged upon by Misha. Long ball from Ergon, trying to rack up these kills and Bloodstone charges. Old Afterlife again with a swashbuckle into disarm. Stops the Storm from falling. And Ergon does get out of there.
Queen of Pain and Rubik dies, they have nothing against Storm Spirit, so if he has mana, he should not die. Like, they can't lock him down. Supreme was a bit further away from the rest of the team, who were trying to focus down the Gyro, and he already expended his BKB to get out of that messy situation. And as you mentioned, Queen of Pain should have died if Ergon just committed with the Electric Vortex there.
It would have been a completely different story. Chicken Fighters chasing Misha. Reflection into Demonic Purge. Supreme with a ton of damage, even through the trees. And Misha gets popped out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And now they're coming straight for that tier 2.
Dire's middle tower is under
Nothing to stop them.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Crystallis into Daedalus. Man, Charlie's pumping so much damage out. And big neutral items dropping now. Pango Quickening Charm, Repair Kit on the Radiant. Telescope Rubik, yeah baby. Spiderlegs Brewmaster. Going back into Vlad's now.
Dire's middle tower is
It is one of those awkward games though where the Dire team would love to have Aegis to push high ground and they just don't. You've got to wait another 3 minutes 40 for the fast spawn on Roshan. So we're looking at, possibly 5-6 minutes now for another Aegis, but they hit the scan. The Dire knows that someone's lurking, farming these camps, and Gyro shows himself with a cooldown. Doracho is going to get jumped here. Saberlight with a spider leg straight on top of the Gyrocopter, and there's no way you can TP out. Gyro is straight up dead.
It's a really big kill. I mean, they don't get that much gold, but slowing him down, delaying his BKB. Problem is, they have no real answer for the Storm Spirit. Like, they need a lift. One of the reasons why Storm is trying to catch Era every single time in a fight. And item, I see Queen of Pain going for Orchid. It's gonna be a bit late Orchid, but still you need to have it. You need to have some kind of lockdown silence against the Storm. So Neiko is just dead. There's global presence from Storm Spirit and Spirit Breaker. Like, they need to play some deep vision so they can keep doing this.
If they could get the Yule Scepter on that Storm, it would have been great there. Supreme still going to blink up high ground, but the Vortex and the Bash catching Supreme. Life Drain now in. He's got 1 BKB, but he doesn't get a chance to use it. Annihilated. That Bash into Vortex, then chain stuns into Oblivion. Team Spirit strike back.
Bangalore is having such a great game. He has multiple ways of dealing with DP. You have Maelstrom against the Illusions, you have a Disarm. Now he even has a Basher. So that BKB. It's not gonna be that effective. Also, locking down Queen of Pain, you can't itemize against this.
You cannot itemize against. I mean, Eon Disc. It's like the only. It's the only thing. There's one item, but you really don't want to be buying that. Duraccio really scrambling towards that BKB now, but momentum has been halted. Net worth lead plateauing out around 4,000, 3,000 for Chicken Fighters. Who was it talking about not wanting all your net worth on one hero? I think it was Puppy in one of the interviews or something over on the mainstream. One of the big captains was saying it. And we're looking at a game here now where Terrorblade, 16,000 net worth, very much is top of the charts. Queen of Pain, I guess, is pretty much tied up with a Storm Spirit. But when you've got this one carry hero that you are super reliant on, if Terrorblade gets picked off, it is disaster central for Chicken Fighters.
Yeah, so you're basically fighting with the 4 other heroes that have like 60% of your team net worth combined. Storm Spirit has enough money to buy full Orchid, just saving the money for now. For a buyback if needed.
We catch me,
one of
sure.
the better heroes you can buy back with.
Destroyed. And no buyback. 360 gold off of it. Brewmaster. Where's he off to? Saberlight. Yeah, he's going in. Drunken Brawler, Spider Legs. Imagine a drunken spider Brewmaster thing running at you like that. Jesus Christ. I need new trousers. High ground time though, here we go, hello. Metamorphosis is ready for the Terrorblade. And right now, no response from Team Spirit. Just a quick decrep, send them back with a Storm. Ball lightning in and doing a good bit of damage to Charlie and Era. Looks like the Chicken Fighter is going to give up for now.
Next Roche, let's see the spawn in 35 seconds. I hate when I click on the Roche at the exact timing when he's like doing the math when he should be spawning. So there's like 3 to 5 second gap where you can't see it. And I'm like, yeah, he's gonna spawn in. Give me a second.
Soon.
Full Abyssal Blade on Pangolier plus level 20. He's extremely tanky. And you get the lifesteal off your swashbuckles. I mean, building auras against Terrorblade is not that great, but having Vlads on Pangolier is much more valuable than like giving it away to Terrorblade. I don't think they care too much about lifesteal on him.
Oh, they got the Storm. They've got the lift into the chain stuns. Where did he go? Soul Catcher from Soneko, annihilating him. They've got the Cyclone up on the Pugner as well. That high ground ward gives them all the vision they needed. Yes, you've decrept yourself up, but no, you will not live through this. Immersion slain, and Charlie with a monster kill streak, charging forward towards Duraccio, who's going to have to BKB here, surely. Banished up, and in comes the Terrorblade, Old Afterlife, trying to go for the roll, but he's jumped forward into an aggressive position where he's getting destroyed. A triple now for Charlie, and he's going to go high ground. The jump from the Queen of Pain with the Sonic Wave. The Ultra Kill not coming. Saberlight steals it, nicks it away from Charlie, but it is a gorgeous fight for the Chicken Fighters now. Just have to push one of these lanes towards the base. Bottom is where they've lined it up with a catapult and a triple wave. Get onto that tier 3.
They're trying to find where should we push. Mid lane is pushed, around the river, top lane, there's still tier 2 towers, so let's get to the bottom lane. If someone gets caught like that, and Charlie has meta, like his crits are around 900. Plus, he just bought a Basher. Like, they were limited on the lockdown, so he has a way of dealing with the Storm Spirit.
Down goes the barracks. Wait, did Rubik just... Okay, that's Nether Ward. If Rubik steals Nether Blast there, these towers fall very quickly. Storm, again, just trying to ball in to clear the creep wave. Good little pipe from Saberlight. Keeps a couple of the creeps alive. No commitment, though, on that final push in towards this mid-tier 3, while Roshan is up. Aegis and Cheese ready and waiting here for Chicken Fighters. Team Spirit, where's your smoke? Where's your move? Misha holding smoke. It is time to go.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant
40
scan.
seconds until meta.
The scan catches the TB illusion. They think they're in Roshan. They think they're in Roshan, but they're not. They're on this high ground. Team Spirit had no idea, but they still ball in. Kill off Era. Now to Seneko. Good targeting from Team Spirit. 2 supports down, but they've traded the Pango for it. And Charlie still alive. Duracio's gyrocopter getting destroyed by the Queen of Pain. Focus down the gyro, even with a life drain. There's no way you're getting out of here. Immersion is picked off by Saberlight, and Storm. It is his last chance to ball in and get a kill. Maybe he can escape. Ergon juking through the trees as Misha bashed up now. 4 for 3. Chicken Fighters coming out on top. They thought they were in Roche. The Radiant
It's hard
scan.
if you lose a hero that has like 20,000 net worth, if he gets insta-give. But the problem is Charlie will not die a single time this game.
11-0-8. Tier 3 gone. Storm trying to zap around and clear out the creep waves, but there's still this champion of the Dire team, Mr. Melee Creep, Jeremy. He's made it into the base, and he will not allow that backdoor regen to kick in. This is what Chicken Fighters needed. But my goodness, the Radiant scan catching TB illusion, the high ground hold from Chicken Fighters here. They're pinging it out saying, yeah, good job, guys. Really good job. They've already taken down the high ground ward. That did get placed a little later on by Team Spirit.
The question is whether they go into Roche Pit or not. Like, you don't want to throw the game, so you can just wait a bit until the next meta. You know that Team Spirit wants to do something right now. They're in such a bad spot. They want to get the Aegis, but the bottom lane is being pushed in, so someone needs to address this problem. There's also 2 TB illusions. They're pushing in.
Saberlight, holy crap. 100 attack speed. Whack, whack, whack. Killing off Ancients pretty quickly. Buyback status, very important now. Fortunately for Team Spirit, Gyro and Storm do both have it. Storm, a great buyback hero. I'm not sure about Gyro, though. He is saving up for Rapier, and that feels like a much more kind of valiant way to go. Go down fighting, not go down buying back and dying again. Nearly catching out Storm top. He has already, of course, TP'd back home. Team Spirit, wait, Duraccio, where are you going?
He's being a bit too aggressive.
Yeah, that's a bit spooky. Hello. Afterlife and Misha. Hiding in the trees. The smoke pops, the high ground ward sees Supreme. Afterlife is thinking about it. Rolling Thunder. Connecting onto Supreme with a Vortex there. The Queen of Pain getting picked off. Disruption save from Seneko, though. Supreme can now BKB, and Emergence being picked off. Yes, the Shadow Demon dies, but he buys back the Sonic Wave. Clearing through Duracio's HP, and the Gyro's down and out. He dug his own grave. Oh, baby. Chicken Fighters, they are getting what they need. A good pick off in the back does bring the Queen of Pain down, but Charlie is hunting. He wants more kills. Afterlife and Misha. They're trying to shield crash into the trees and TP. There's a way in. There's the lift. Era finds Afterlife and annihilated by Charlie. The buyback from Seneko catches Misha. Who's the clumsy net? Yeah, he's got clumsy net. Catches Spirit Breaker. 7 seconds cooldown over on that charge, but he does get off the bulldoze. The status resistance, but it's not enough. Meanwhile, your tier 4s, hey.
Look at the base.
4 catapults.
4 catapults. They're gonna take down this last tier 4 tower. They will not. All right. Repair kit. They have 1 extra charge left on it, but that's gonna be a freebie Roche for Chicken Fighters. Even when he's in melee form, PB with this kind of a build can still take a fight. He gets Abyssal Blade, jumps on top of Gyro, then 1 extra bash. Nothing like you can do. So this game should end pretty soon. There's no TB meta, but there's Aegis on him. So they're just gonna go in and siege, try to end the game. Storm Spirit is level 25, so extra remnants will make it a bit harder. They already expanded the repair kit on tier 3 towers, so Chicken Fighters like, nah, we're not going right now.
Nice repair kit, mates. Good job. Full Satanic, there it is. Sentry getting removed out by Seneko. So vision for the Radiant team is pretty much nil. They see creep waves and outpost. Go take that outpost. Outpost? Outpost. Go take the outpost, boys. Chicken fighters, get rid of that.
Kill the shrines. Just kidding.
Do you miss shrines at all? Because I keep forgetting they ever existed.
Same. Remember when we had 5 shrines in the base?
Oh
you
my
could not
goodness.
touch a tier 3 tower.
Jump on Gyro. That surely is the signal of the end. Dead for 100 seconds. Duraccio way out in the open.
Queen of Pain lines are so good.
They really are. Charlie, straight forward. Illusions onto tier 4s. No repair kit now on Team Spirit. And Gyrocopter dead with no buyback. A 4 versus 5, and Ergon has got a lot of plates to juggle now. Does he jump the Queen of Pain? Does he jump the TB who has Aegis? And Metamorphosis now going. They've got a decrep, but Saberlight jumps in. Abyssal Blade and Immersion's gone. The Sonic Wave in the back trying to take down Misha as the Spirit Break has gone for a bit of a backstab, but the Stolen Shield crash, there it is. Old Half-Life doesn't give away the Rolling Thunder, but Charlie's hitting Throne, slowly but surely destroying the objective that will end the game. A lift up onto Ergon, now the silence comes out as Queen of Pain takes down the Storm, dead for 90 with buyback. But I don't believe you can hold on to your base. Supreme, he's been sanced up, but it still holds on to the cheese, and your Throne chipped away by Charlie as game 1 ends in the favor of Chicken Fighters.
Chicken Fighters showing once again their strength. They know how to play around the Roche. They slowed them down, taking that Aegis. Charlie ended up with the 0 deaths this game on a Terrorblade. And even though they have had very limited catch and stuns, like against the Storm Spirit, against the Pangolier, they still managed to itemize properly. Like getting this Basher on Terrorblade was also crucial. And he was uncontested, like they were not even trying to focus him down in team fights at all.
When was Gyrocopter picked? Was he last pick?
I believe it was a 10th pick.
10th pick, yeah. Again, just going back to the comments against Terrorblade, yes, Gyro is better against TB than other Illusion heroes, but he's still not very good against Illusion heroes in general. He can chip away at them. But as soon as he gets jumped by Supreme, Saberlight Era, and Charlie's allowed to long range get in there with the artillery of Metamorphosis, Gyro didn't stand a bloody chance. And of course, you mentioning that Abyssal Blade for Charlie coming out later, really the final nail in the coffin. But game 1 going the way of Chicken Fighters there as we continue on with our best of 3 for this lower bracket. Round 2 of the playoffs. ESL 1 Los Angeles 2020 continues after these messages. It's ad time.
My name is Jordan Gilbert, aka Nothing.
Hi, my name is Sue Lee. My handle is Smix. I think it's important for these initiatives to happen. Empathy really, really goes a long way, and it always means so much to us, and I think that's where initiatives like this really help.
I encourage everyone in the community, anytime they see bullying, anytime they see someone getting called names, I encourage you to step up and say something.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, they're not gonna wanna see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
While watching a Dota game, it's easy to get distracted by the chaos of all 10 heroes battling across the map. With that being said, there is a far danker battle that goes on beneath the surface, and that battle is of the mind. What I'm talking about is the warding battle that goes on between the 2 position 5s in a game. Vision is absolutely essential to winning the game, so knowing your way around an observer ward is a crucial skill for any aspiring position 5. For example, there's a trick where you intentionally place wards on high grounds that have already been dewarded by the enemy sentries, intentionally leaving the enemy sentry alive. Why do this? Because sentries don't give vision. So, the sentry ward will give the enemy team a false sense of security to play in that area, and that's when you can execute a game-winning gank. Another useful trick is to abuse the fact that most supports don't have a great way of dewarding high grounds, so they'll typically deward a hill by simply placing a sentry ward directly on the cliff. So if you place wards that are just out of sentry ward range for the cliff, they often stay up for the entire duration because the enemy support will deward the cliff, and once again the enemy team will play with this false sense of security. One final trick that you can abuse to get away with extremely good wards is to carry a Quelling Blade as a position 5. You can use the Quelling Blade to cut trees and put wards in places that would otherwise be impossible or just give absolutely horrendous vision. For instance, you can place a ward here if you're Dire to beautifully scout Roche, and the enemy team will have to walk all the way around into your jungle if they want to deward this, and that's simply not possible in a typical Roche fight.
Under peach yellow skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Baby, leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixes cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, fading out. Chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night. chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get a few. Day to day you wanna stay out, you're chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Dota's the kind of game where you kind of know you're going to win before it's even over.
Aggressive on the run, Universe right behind him. They keep running out, but GG
I was having a down day, and I decided to revisit some good memories. My name is Peter PPD Dager, and these are my moments of brilliance.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna wanna see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
ESL 1 Los Angeles is brought to you in part by Intel, Mercedes-Benz, AT&T, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GG Bet.
Welcome back, everybody. It's our series here between Team Spirit and Chicken Fighters for the ESL 1 Los Angeles 2020 playoffs for Europe and CIS. We're in Game 2. Chicken Fighters leading 1-0. I'm Gareth, joined by Lacoste as the draft has progressed very quickly as we were running those adverts. They've already grabbed up 5 of their first heroes.
10 seconds.
And Team Spirit with the Grimstroke. This is their opener. Most of the time, whenever it's available, they're gonna go for it. There's still not a single target spell that they can throw inside the Grim ulti. And Chicken Fighters, they really love these two paired up together. Yesterday, they couldn't pull off. Didn't they have the same
3 games?
3 games in a row? Yeah, I was thinking about it 2 or 3. They didn't manage to pull off a combo, I believe. even once.
In game 1, no. And
Yeah.
then game 2, it was harder. And then game 3, they landed a couple that were very good up against Nigma. Yeah, they had Phoenix, Winter Wyvern in all 3 of those games. They lost the first one, but then they won games 2 and 3. They paired it up with the Axe of Saberlight, but this time around it looks like they're going to opt for the Mars. So preferring the Mars against Axe. I guess Spear against Inkswell and Tiny, very, very good. Much better than an Axe could be. Disengage away with a Spear.
A lot of team fight potential with these 3 heroes. Team Spirit needs some kind of, let's say, burst damage. But once again, it's a good Storm Spirit game. Storm, Ember. We see how Grimstroke plus either Ember or Storm can be potent. You put Inkswell on him, he goes in, doesn't need to care about these 2 flying birds.
You know what I really like about the Winter Wyvern and the Phoenix is they block a lot of those cheese picks. They block Meepo, they kind of block Broodmother a little bit, you know, especially for that mid game. They just make it a little more annoying for you to go and pick up like a Necro or a Bristleback or something like that, because they are so very annoying and they offer so much team fight when they're paired up together.
It's such a great Storm Spirit game. Man, you don't care about these 3 heroes, just grab it here.
But then could you be scared of Meepo from Chicken Fighters? We could definitely see that, couldn't we? Supreme Meepo did very well. Very, very well in game 2, yeah, up against Nigma. There was nothing that could stop him. Maybe
You still have one last pick if you're scared of Meepo.
Morphling for Team Spirit. So it looks like it's going to be the Tiny 4, Grimstroke 5, Pango 3, Morphling 1, and then leaving their Ergon hero till the very end. Well, Chicken Fighters, they've got a lot of room to maneuver in this draft. It is still very, very open in terms of what kind of drafts they can go towards.
Nigma beat Chicken Fighters with Morphling. Against Phoenix, against Wyvern, you have long cooldown ultis. And you're always going to be afraid of that burst damage from Morphling once he gets the shotgun. And you have limited lockdown for him. Okay, it's a great AM game.
Charlie Anti-Mage. Yeah, all he has to really worry about is Inkswell Initiation Chain combination with Phantom's Embrace Silence, Pango Tiny jumping in with Swashbuckle or a Blink Dagger or something.
10 seconds remaining.
Morph really hates to play into Illusion heroes, Mana Burn heroes, and Anti-Mage like gets Manta style. He's not really an Illusion hero, but makes confusion.
Yeah.
And once you burn his mana, like what is he gonna do?
And it's really difficult to focus, like when you have an AM in the game, you really need that teamfight focus, right? Where you group up around that one hero, you try and take him down in the fight as quickly as possible. When there's Supernova, Winter's Curse, Arena of Blood, Spears Fly in, Cold Embrace healing, Spirits of Fire from the Phoenix slowing your attack speed.
Alright, calm down, Gary.
But it's so difficult to kill that one individual target when there's so much crap on your screen, right? So many things to worry about.
Maybe just wipe your screen.
Monkey King. Ooh.
Why Monkey? This is another hero that can build a Fusel Blade, burn mana, even though you can go for a different route.
Lacoste.
You can get the Deso. What?
Do you remember yesterday when I forgot circles existed and you reminded me very kindly that circles exist?
I see a lot of circles.
You've got a lot of circles as Chicken Fighters. Supernova Circle, Arena of Blood Circle, Winter's Curse Circle, Monkey King, Wukong's Command Circle. All these circles, what do they add up? Big old circle. Team Spirit. Anything's up with the Nature's Prophet, so a hero that can convert pickoffs and kills into objectives, but also a fast Orchid builder potentially there for Team Spirit. That's a pretty cool little tiny set. He's adorable.
He is cute. So what do they put on the mid lane? They're gonna put Nature's Prophet, I believe, against Monkey King. You have Treants, you can harass Monkey King. The thing is, you picked Monkey blindly, without knowing the matchup.
Can't you put Saberlight mid?
You could.
And then Supreme matches up. Like you try and what are you looking for? Do you try and match the Monkey King against the Pango? Or is the Monkey King to try and match up against the Grimstroke lane to try and mischief out of Inkswell?
I believe they're gonna put like Saberlight on mid, even though they were not role swapping a lot and lane swapping. They were always having Supreme on mid, Charlie playing the safe lane. I think it would be a much better matchup if they put Mars on the mid and the Monkey on the side lane.
I think so too. You didn't start timing, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Why
Sorry?
are you underestimating me, Gary? So far,
My
minute
apologies.
and 17 seconds. Yeah, so it's a minute and 15, minute 20.
So it's the same every time, right?
It's the same at least these 2 times. We don't know.
It's
we
because,
might be trolled.
Yeah, we started counting, and then Ice Frog's like, nah, we're going to make it the same, so they don't actually know. Of course, ESL 1 LA brought to you in part by Mercedes, bringing that $50,000 value card to the MVP. So get your votes in on Twitter, ESL Dota 2, go now, quickly! Good job, everyone that managed to get their votes in during that 20-second video. Very speedy, aren't you? Well done. Good job. Game 2. Team Spirit up against the Chicken Fighters. It is do or die for Spirit. We are in the lower bracket in this best of 3, and they are 1-0 down. Misha, Grimstroke, Immersion, Tiny with Doratio playing the Morphling. With an old Afterlife Pango again, and a Nature's Prophet sitting around all his little cutie mushroom couriers. They're in the long grass, but they are bobbing their heads, wobbling around, adorable.
One more hit
bastards, aren't
is
they?
gonna do it. Era gets the first blood.
Thank you, Lacoste, for shouting at me, because I'm looking at little mushrooms. We watch him die.
A lot of overtime damage from these 2 birds. We've seen that yesterday. They played these 2 supports together 3 games against Nigma. And they always do that. Try to go for a first blood, a lot of slow and overtime damage. Tiny, toss, they might get him. Spear, oh, toss before, and he gets the bounty.
He steals it away. A Rolling Stone getting body blocked up. Mars
How's
doesn't
that
want
not
to stick
a-
around.
How's that not connecting to a tree? Like, it's literally a tree there. Sometimes Spear of Mars works in mysterious ways.
It is odd. Immersion's going to TP back to Fountain as we get our lanes all set up. And a quick peek at the GG Bet odds. Team Spirit now 3.54 return after losing game 1. And Chicken Fighters pretty heavily favored now. Let's get rid of that and look over our lanes. Supreme mid. Monkey King against the Ergon Nature's Prophet. So they keep that with a Charlie solo safe lane against Afterlife Pangolier. AM versus Pango. Very interesting. So it forces tri-lane on tri-lane. Seneko Era on the 2 Flappy Birds, Winter Wyvern and Phoenix with the Saberlight Mars, and of course we've got this Doratio Morphling Misha Grimstroke and Immersion coming back into lane with his boots up. A body block on the creep camps though. Era and Seneko stopping any kind of stacks or pulls that Team Spirit would
I'm
have
wondering
loved to
if they
have.
want to keep this tri-lane. Like, give AM farm and the free lane on top. He's forcing all mana to be burned or used on Pangolier, and then he's just gonna pop a healing salve, get himself to full HP. He's going in.
Forcing salve, yeah, you're right. Afterlife dropping very low. So Charlie's winning the 1v1 top lane. Supreme mid is 5-0 against the 6-2 Prophet. So it looks like the forced tri-lane's working out as they toss Saberlight back into the Morphling. A little bit of chip damage there, trading hits very nicely. I think the interesting thing here is Era and Seneko both have headdress, by the way.
Because they were not planning to have a tri-lane here. And we see a rotation, Tiny TP stop, so that's gonna force one rotation. Probably Seneko is gonna come to the top lane to help anti-mage out.
AM salving up. So no kill threat.
Radiant's courier has been
Oh, Era. Good courier snipe. Still has a fairy fire to toy around with as they turn. Looking to pump a bit more damage back into the Morphling. Salve up. Yeah, from Seneko onto Era and then rotates top lane. Very well done by the Wyvern.
There's a lot of kill potential here. You know that Pangolier is not gonna have mana. Anti-Mage brought Orb of Venom, so extra slow once Arctic Burn is off cooldown.
You die, yet your failure lives on.
I just like letting the chat wheel lines roll on. That is a big God's Rebuke, level 2 from Saberlight, now trapping the Morphling up against the trees. Era. Level 1 still, so no dive, unfortunately, and now the Fire Spirits come up. He hits level 2 now. That was so close to killing off Morphling. But not quite enough. Maybe now. Oh, he's trying to cancel Salve.
Doesn't cancel it.
Ah.
It was a big play. Mid lane, Supreme. Might drop. There's a TP from Urgon.
Oh, he's got Salve and Fairy Fire.
Microdose Treants.
He's got a Boundless Strike as well. I don't think Supreme dies, honestly. And the Mist Sprout will make sure he definitely survives. Now the Salve. Looking very good for Chicken Fighters across all of these lanes, though, man.
Yeah, Monkey King doing much better than I expected on the mid lane.
Yeah. I mean, what's Nature's Prophet got? Gloves plus Blightstone. That's real nasty. Immersion. Another rotation down to bottom lane, tossing Era back into the tier 1. But a quick dive away will get him out of danger. It feels like you need to hold Avalanche to stop the dive, but he had to start it off with Avalanche instead.
Both spells from Wyvern used. They didn't get anything out of that. He was just slowed by the lucky shot. AM blinks in aggressively, burns the rest of Pangalier's mana.
Afterlife. Only one Mango remaining. 110 mana. Gives him enough for a swashbuckle if he needs to escape. Morphling, my goodness. God's Rebuke. Absolutely annihilating him. So much regen has had to be spent by Morphling down bottom lane. And a dive forward. Man, Era's just going for this. He felt that maybe a Salve was there, or maybe he could snipe the kill. It does leave Morph in a really awkward spot. He's bought a second Wraith Band, and there's no other regen here from his team. So it's just going to have to be Morph down, Morph up. Try and get a bit of HP back.
Grimstroke is bringing a flask for him, but he needs to be careful about playing on a low HP. We've seen Era. This was the second time he tried to dive in, get a snipe on him. Oh, Alpha Ninja. Has Boots of Speed. Gets it before Sonaiko could deny it.
Alpha Ninja is a name I've not heard in a while.
What do you call him? Alpha Ninja?
Wait, it's Afterlife, right? Alpha Ninja's a different player.
You're correct, Gary. Where is Alpha Ninja? I gotta check.
I don't know. He was the mid player for Hellraisers for a long time, right? Charlie jumping in. Oh, that's good damage, but now no more mana to break. No additional bonus damage for the AM.
Yeah, he's gone. Like, he played for Gambit.
And then disappeared.
Last season, and then disappeared.
Sad. Yeah, he was good. He was the mid player, right? He played a lot of Shadow Fiend?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the guy that made the Greaves SF popular again. If I remember correctly. Mars down bottom having a great old time, 29-9. Same CS as your anti-mage, and now Monkey King leading the charge, going for a kill on Immersion, getting the snipe on Tiny, and then returning to lane to continue farming. Yes, the Prophet has 16 denies, but I don't think the Monkey cares that much. Like, Prophet level 6.5, Monkey King level 6.5. He's not really lost out on anything. Probably a lot of denies on Treants, right?
Yes, bottom lane is going so well for them. Morphling only 16 CS, 32-10 on Saberlight.
Having a glorious time, doubling up the CS of the Morphling, 17 on Durantio, who seems to be having a poor series and even sniping out the tomato from long range. Good spear from Saberlight, holding his wave out of tower range. One creep walks into it, but that's just fine. Well, as long as this equilibrium is held back a little bit, we'll see if Misha. I guess he can't pull. There's no camp. Oh, there is now. Can he pull across? Does he want to? No, just gonna let the lanes meet. Immersion is there, looking for an active role in this game, and he will be able to get the Inkswell combo. Dead before it even landed, to be honest with you. Durantio now finally up on the board, 1-0-0. Pretty decent kill for them.
There was a lot of damage from Breath of Nature. That's why I was wondering what happened. They didn't even use the neither toss nor waveform.
Yeah, it was pretty much max damage from Ergon. Spilling out of that mid lane.
And you're on a timer. You are playing against AM. He is having free farm. Like, you need to build a faster Orchid on Nature's Prophet. I see him going for a Blade Mail. I don't mind that. It's a very cheap damage. This is the best item you can get.
Another avalanche toss.
Intelligence Heroes.
Saberlight just gets off his arena, and now the turnaround. Supreme with a Boundless Strike, 2 supports down. You're saying they're on a timer and they need to make these moves. But if they pay off as poorly as that, where you lose both of your initiation roaming heroes, both of your supports, and they are the ones that have to make the plays. They both die.
They can't afford to lose heroes like that. You are playing once again against AM. He is having an extremely good time, but let's go back to the Blade Mail. You get 28 damage from that item, plus you get 10 extra int, which means that intelligence heroes get 38 damage. Plus you get some armor, some mana, and of course the return.
It is very good. Another one of these wards, Seneko loves this. Gets one of his cores to cut down the tree, places the Observer Ward, and it's undewardable.
Undewardable, that's the word I haven't heard so far. I've
Unhealable.
Unhealable damage, uncontrollable damage.
Undewardable. And both of the birds wandering past each other. Nice little chat line in there from the Wyvern. Holding a smoke, but not going to use it just yet. Charlie up top lane. There's the Blade Mail from Ergon. He pops it immediately. Make sure Charlie doesn't stand and hit him. Immersion's also coming in from the southern side, looking for the avalanche, but no toss back. Era, with raindrops up, seems reasonably happy now, and they bring Seneko back up top. They've got the ability to TP Saberlight there as well, and Monkey King coming in to defend this top tier 1. They want to try and force a big fight here. Jump in for the Monkey. Ergon Blade Mail, yes, it's up, and the Rolling Thunder arriving from Afterlife, jumping towards Supreme, but the dodges.
Oh, what a juke.
Oh, he drops his shoulder, he does a little pirouette, he says, goodbye, son, get out of here. Now the chase is on. Seneko wants to catch Immersion. Quick little Splinter Blast forward as the Misha Grimstroke gets the Inkswell down, and Supreme unable to keep clanning around chasing that Tiny. So good reactions there from Chicken Fighters to defend their tier 1. Rotation not coming to anything for the Radiant.
Chicken Fighters lineup is much better at counter-reacting than being aggressive. They are very limited on the stuns unless they bring Mars, and Mars was on the bottom lane. If he spears Morphling, he might get a kill.
Level 4 God's Rebuke is some pretty hefty damage. Morph strength is up, so it looks like Duraccio will be able to wander himself away from danger. Not
Fast
getting
fingers on Duraccio, he got that morph off.
And the 1 charges as well. Little Mushroom delivering out treads. It's a bit risky sticking around here still though. He's got no more regen. Chicken Fighters not going for it. So Profit, top of the net worth, 4,700. Bracer, Blade Mail, Blightstone, lots of bees. Bower treads, Magic Bond. All of the
Gary
B items.
B.
Gary B, absolutely. Outpost down
If
south.
Bees dies, we're gonna die as well.
Yeah,
that's
save
the
the
whole
bees.
point of this story.
Save the bees. Save the ocean, save the whales, save the bees. Charlie. All right, he's baiting here. Duraccio does get the Morph Strength off again, and it looks like Anti-Mage does survive even through the Wrath of Nature, and Morphling getting toyed with. Charlie down to 200 HP. Really did mind game the heck out of that Morph, but he's sticking around bottom. He might get counter mind gamed. Immersion, Misha, and Afterlife are looking for it, but Charlie, he has anti-counter mind gamed and walked away. Mid lane, hello, Saberlight. That's a Blade Mail Prophet. He does have TP, and he's going to try and get out. Where's the stun? It's a Boundless Strike from Supreme, and the finish comes from Saberlight.
They are getting a lot of those kills.
They're going to get Charlie.
He is getting involved. All right, getting involved in that board, I see.
Do get themselves a big kill, finally. AM falls, first death of the game, as he slowly but surely builds up into the Battle Fury. Mid-tier 1, no glyph here for the Dire team, but Fiery Spirit, as good as a glyph as any. Hold back that attack speed of the Morphling, and Immersion diving in very deep, zoning chicken fighters away from the objective, which will secure it up here. No deny this time from Era, while top lane Ergon chasing Seneko, trying to connect in with the rest of the heroes top. But I assume now with Winter's Curse ready, they'll try and defend that top tier 1 with everything they've got.
There's so much damage coming out from Nature's Prophet. He hit level 10, extra 30 blade mail damage. Once he hits Wraith of Nature, you also get damage from that. So he should hit around 200 per hit.
Emergence scouts the TP. A toss up and away, but I think the Tiny should be getting found here behind the tier 1. Quick little spear back into the wall. Take him down. Tower glyphed up as well, so they defend it. As Charlie down south, he's chasing Misha, but blinking away from the Ergon Prophet, who does come down to defend, and the top tier 1 denied by Era.
Once again, Era denies the tower. In the previous game, he denied 1 mid tower. So a lot of that time invested for nothing. Monkey King getting closer to his Echo Saber, double hit, and extra slow. Great against Morphling. He's one of the few heroes that actually builds that item. I think we need an upgrade for it.
Yeah, it's like Magnus, Monkey King, and nobody else really buys Echo Saber, right? Slardar used to a little bit, but now Slardar is completely out of meta for God. I guess mana cost on sprint. Haha, big nerf. People stop picking him.
It's all it takes sometimes. Give a spell extra 25 mana. I mean, it's extra. Can we call it extra when it cost 0 before?
Yeah, you can say extra. But I guess it's the 25, times however many times you use it, right? And his mana pool is pretty pathetic.
Just don't use it.
Just okay, thanks Lacoste. Seneko sneaking out a bounty rune thanks to the trusty shovel. One of the few players, I am really happy with Seneko's performance through the group stage. Just the fact that he is using neutral items as they are meant to be used. Off cooldown shovel, picking up everything he's got. He's swapping Philosopher's Stone in and out of his inventory into backpack. He's really got his mind in the game. As converging bottom lane, Chicken Fighters won't find Misha. He's already TP'd out. And Roshan is being eyed up by Team Spirit.
They have enough damage for it. Morphling, morphs everything into Agi, Morbid Mask. Where is Nature's Prophet? He is there. He hits like a truck.
And there's no contest. Chicken Fighters can't get here.
I don't think they even know. Even if they did, I believe they would not contest this Roach.
And there it goes. Aegis for Duraccio now. Morphling given a new lease of life. And he's going to go back into the jungle to farm, isn't he? Always coming in mid. Misha not giving away his position. Winter's Curse onto the Morphling. Oh, he's sat at 500 HP. Oh, Morphling's just lost Aegis straight away.
Fastest Aegis in history. Unless you die in Roach Pit straight away. Philosopher's Stone picked up by Chicken Fighters. Give that to your Phoenix so he can get Spirit Vessel quicker. And then
it's very sad.
I mean, that's just...
I think honestly, like, Duraccio has looked very good on Phantom Lancer and, on Morphling in different games. This series, I don't know what it is. Today he just woke up on the wrong side of the bed or something. His gyro performance was a little bit off. And so far on this Morph, he's not looked great, as Immersion is just obliterated in that top lane. Way out on his own. Still trying to buy up that Blink Dagger, but another 900 gold away.
Team Spirit, they seem lost in this game. Like, what do? They kill Roche, alright, but then you lose Aegis, so you're back to 0 again. I don't see any, game plan. Grimstroke is holding ulti, did not use it a single time for, 7 minutes. You're just giving Anti-Mage free time.
Yeah, we've seen Prophets, come back in these games and do massive amounts of damage. He's going Maelstrom, Mjolnir, but I would love to see a BKB quickly from Ergon, as Monkey King is shifting into his very speedily. Vlad's coming up for the Mars, as he jumps onto that Dire Observer Ward, finding Nature's Prophet. Balance Strike misses, and a Blade Mail gets popped. Ergon does stand his ground and very close to potentially getting a cross kill on his lonesome. But that is a massive takedown now for Chicken Fighters.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Saberlight, man, he is all over the place. Throughout this whole tournament, he's been playing amazing. He's involved in 8 out of 9 kills. Always having a good laning stage. Look at him. Back spear. Onto the tower. Man, it's just a pleasure to watch this player do things.
Well,
So you used...
Looking for Supreme. Monkey King, nice. Little mischief there. Still does get stunned up and hiding away into the tree, and there's Saberlight finding a double kill. I did T-Tours a little bit. Missing out on the Morphling one. I was watching the Monkey King go in 1v3. We had a couple of fights happening at the same time. I'll find Immersion mid potentially, and he's in Viz. They're going to go Afterlife instead.
Doesn't matter, they know where they are. Another good spear.
10 seconds for Mars ulti as well, but Saberlight a little bit too deep this time around. 3-1 charges, nowhere near enough to keep him alive. Seneko does have a Winter's Curse, but dies under the tier 1. Chicken Fighters, we praise them, and then they go and give a double kill to Urgon. I think they got very, very bold. Feeling incredibly strong. Era's going to get TP'd upon. Yeah, forced to dive. But it's all
Definitely,
space.
They did not need it to dive. A tier 1 tower with fewer heroes. Monkey has ulti. We're still yet to see the full combo with the circles.
Why is Duraccio walking around with 580 HP, by the way?
That's a good question.
Right, he goes up to 900 now. Thank you. Because he has died far too many times. Okay, it's only twice, but that's still far too many times he's walking around with
plus Aegis.
Thank you, Lacoste. 3 times then. You are absolutely correct, as always. My man, there's smoke from Chicken Fighters. It's big. They've got their ultis. Full arsenal. It's ready to get blown. Misha Stroke of Fate clearing out that mid wave. In the jungle. The mighty jungle. The Morphling sleeps tonight. He's not getting involved in this. Soulbind with the Avatos catching out the Wyvern, but they've got the Supernova bouncing around. What's happening there? Winter's Curse to catch onto the Prophet, but the Mars Arena taking down Misha. And Saberlight very tanky, getting through the Pango. Morphling finally comes in to kill off the Mars, and the Monkey King gets brought from the trees. And the Mana Void disarm onto the AM. He's still waiting for the Mana Void. Where's Urgon? He's just holding the low ground. Chicken Fighters, it's been a bit awkward coming into this fight. A 2-for-1 so far. Supreme and Charlie unable to convert their net worth advantage into damage.
They were not synchronized. Mars got caught by Pangolin in the ulti, so he couldn't do that much. Got 1 kill, but they need to play around the Mars. Also, I want to see Monkey King using ulti inside the arena.
Yeah, they didn't get that Supernova Winter's Curse. It was a nice soulbind from Misha, trapping those 2 legendary birds together. Seneko going to go for the D-Ward. Gets rid of the Observer. And Morphling back up into the jungle. Has the backup of Afterlife now, who's heading into Diffusal Blade after the Vlads. Tiny with Blink. Lots of little elements here coming into play for Team Spirit. 6-12, but the net worth lead is very, very limited.
Anti-Mage wanted to join a fight, like grab a kill with Mana Void, go back to farming, but he's still very squishy. Needs to have that Manta style. Even though they have no silences, nothing to really dispel besides the lucky shot.
Oh, hello. Who have we got here then? Hey, it's an Inkswell onto Saberlight. Good find by Misha and Immersion. This will allow Urgon to come in, and Afterlife snipes out the kill as the dive forward from Era, looking to continue this battle, but the TP towards the back. Supernova forced. The attack speed, Immersion just doesn't have it. So he's going to get trapped under the Bound of Strikes. Supernova will land and stun, but Supreme, soulbound up. Only 1 target, toss into that. Crashing Afterlife,
nice.
Rolling Thunder.
Once again.
And Urgon has sniped out Seneko. He's trying to mischief his way out of this one, Supreme, but he's not really got a chance of it. A double kill for Urgon. In the meantime, Morphling is free farming mid lane, and Team Spirit coming back in these fights thanks to this Nature's Prophet. Are they diving for more? The TP? The Blink? They've caught Era. Immersion doesn't even have Blink up.
This like global presence from Nature's Prophet, they're outnumbering Chicken Fighters. And once again, they did not pop a Monkey King ulti. There was not a single good ulti from Monkey so far in this game. And it's pretty easy to set things up for it, like whether it's Winter Curse or just Mars Arena. I still feel like it's AM's game if it goes to late game, even though we saw what Nature's Prophet super late game can do, just stand his ground. He even has an Imp Claw. Man, that's a lot of damage.
Charlie very aggressively jumping towards him. Supreme's giving chase as well. Boundless Strike into the arena, and there you have it. There's your combo, the Venn diagram of death and doom, Nature's Prophet. Obliterated by the Chicken Fighters. Toss up, sending the Morphling into the middle of battle. He's in anti-mage mode. He blows up that cold embraced Mars as the Rolling Thunder, bouncing into a very awkward position, can't get down the ramp either, forcing now the Winter's Curse from Soneko as the Mana Void takes down Misha. The anti-mage has arrived, it's time to fight Era, and Charlie can't do anything to match the Morphling though, and the clumsy net is there to trap the bird in place. Well, Team Spirit, yes, they lose 2 heroes, but the tempo is most certainly theirs.
Dyrachyo is getting so much out of these fights, turning into AM, forcing Winter Wyvern to use Curse on him, then grabbing kills. Like, mana burn against AM is also a very nice, one of the reasons why Pangolier is also going for one. So you burn 160 mana with the Swashbuckle. Before it was much better. It was 200, but it got nerfed from 50 to 40. Another Roche, that's a fast spawn.
Aegis and cheese time. What have we got? Supernova ready, Winter's Curse 29 seconds, Mars ulti ready now. So they will move over towards the pit. They've got to have an idea, an inkling that Team Spirit are in the pit again. Arena of Blood. Where's Wukong's command? 25 seconds. Roshan, 2,500 HP. Immersion, Misha, both front-lining here, and now smoking. As AM continues farming jungle, and the rest of Chicken Fighters, they are in the vicinity, looking for a team fight, even with that Aegis being grabbed up by Morphling as Immersion misses out on the Monkey King. Leaping across the canopy. No catch, no kills. More space and time now for your AM. Charlie going to continue that split push. Farm up some Ancients. Get down into the bottom lane.
Now, if you could see the heat map of Charlie's farming when he is playing Dire, it would just be like this area.
I'm not sure what Misha's laughing at. Must have been very funny. You just had to be there.
Anti-mage hit level 20. So it means that he's gonna have 3.5 second cooldown on blink.
Lots of blinks.
So he can go in and out multiple times in a fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Let's see if Dyrachyo can keep this Aegis for more than 20 seconds this time. Onto that tier 2 tower mid, and Immersion. He is so bold. He feels that he can go anywhere he wants to. Supreme's BKB with a good Boundless Strike. Good damage, but the leash soulbound up to the Mars. Arena of Blood allows Immersion to fall, and Dyrachyo, he's popped Arctic Burn. It's a weird animation for the Morphling to be caught up in, and Charlie's arrival will take down the Morphling for sure. With God's Rebuke and a final click, they've got the first kill. Well, the second is coming. There's no backup. I'm Dyrachyo, I'm so sorry. I did this to you. He's on the high ground. Now he's deep under low ground.
Don't get them vision. Doesn't matter. It's just Chicken Fighters. They have much better team fight, especially if they execute it well. They didn't pop a Winter's Curse this time, but they don't need to.
Execute.
Like, they have
I see what you did there.
Yeah. It's much better. What did I want to say? You cut me off there.
The team fight was better, and they executed it.
It was, yes. And they have ways of protecting the egg with the Boundless Strike, with the Winter's Curse. You can see Monkey King holding Boundless, or if Phoenix is not near, he's gonna use it. They cut down his tree.
I also cursed Dyrachyo. I shouldn't have mentioned his Aegis. Because within 10 seconds of me saying, I hope it lasts longer than 20 seconds, he died. He was very, very deep, all on his own. Go on Nature's Prophet now with a BKB. Let's see what the big man can do. Team Spirit still in the lead net worth-wise. Dropping from that 4K lead down to 1, though. It is definitely a topsy-turvy game. And Prophet holding the cheese. But momentum just keeps on swinging back and forth. And you've been saying it's an anti-mage game. He's working very quickly on the Skadi. Charlie, top of the net worth. Ever so slightly ahead of the Prophet.
Yeah, with that Skadi, he's going to have more survivability, extra agility, extra HP, and the slow. Like, having Skadi sometimes feels like a better Basher. He's definitely going to build Basher after.
Good spear back. Stops the advance of Immersion. But Team Spirit, they're coming again. They've pushed out that top wave with the Morphling, who now finishes off his E-Blade. As Charlie looks to cut the wave top, the rest of his squad, Chicken Fighters, holding their high ground triangle plateau, looking to D-ward up on that Spire, but Saberlight very, very dodgy there with Immersion's blink forward and the Spider Legs running over the top of him. Could have been caught out, but a nice blink away, and now Spider Legs again to get a bit of distance away from Team Spirit. A dive, and now the BKB from Supreme, focusing Immersion. Great Arena of Blood in onto Misha. Down goes the Grimstroke, so the combo's not coming. Immersion's also fallen. Team Spirit, they just walk into these fights, then they realize they've got to walk away, but the fight is already lost. They've got the... Oh, damn, you are right, they've got that curse. I thought Ergon was out of there, but now Charlie can keep pumping the damage in onto the Prophet, and a double kill for Supreme. 13-19, Chicken Fighters, they are coming back. Team Spirit are handing them these fights on a... Not just a silver platter, it's a gold... It's a platinum platter.
Platinum platter. Alright, this is the first time hearing this, but... Definitely, Chicken Fighters stepped up, and they are executing their team fights. Spell usage is much better. Wukong's command, Arena, full Skadi on AM.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This game, even though it's only like 1k lead for Chicken Fighters, it feels it's so much more.
They can just keep accelerating. Arena of Blood up in 10. Supernova 45 and 25 for Winter's Curse. So, the next 30 seconds or so, they can go and look for more fights. Supreme, are you going to bound the strike this with the TPs coming in, waiting until the last second so he can jump Afterlife with the help of the rest of his squad? He does get silenced up, taking down the Phantom's Embrace, but the Spider Legs in with the Soul Bind onto 2. The backstab from Charlie. He's looking for Durachio. Quick jump away. As the blink in that AM mode gets the Morphling out of danger. Seneko cold embraces himself. He is going to get the wand off, it looks like, and Durachio blinks away yet again. Somehow getting a bit of mana back there, but Misha's the one getting caught, picked off by Supreme. Ergon. Oh, well, Ergon's all alone. I don't care about Misha dying. I care Nature's Prophet now. Good Avalanche delays his inevitable death. Team Spirit have got to fight around him. They have to come in and save their Prophet. Tosses out from Immersion, but he's surrounded. He tries to stand his ground, but he's in a 3 versus 1. Ganged up on in the jungle. Immersion wants Seneko, and it looks like finally Afterlife will get it, but they are bleeding out kill after kill. And the Chicken Fighters, they get their fill. Durachio.
Seneko bought so much time. They're still chasing.
Morphling back into that anti-mage replica. Able to blink away. Roshan, 1 minute 30 for fast spawn. But this is where you can go back and do lane maintenance. You can go push back out into bot, into top. Move towards that tier 2 in mid lane. And there's the line drawn as well by the AM. I think it's his job to TP bottom lane and get some farm there.
It's just Anti-Mage is uncontested in these fights. They don't have a hero that he's threatened. Like, alright, and Nature's Prophet's gonna start hitting you. He pops a Blade Mail. You just blink away. It's that easy. Even if he turns into AM with Morph, you can still stand the ground and fight. You have Manta Style, so you burn more mana on him. Also, one of the reasons why he decided to go for Skadi, there is mana burn on Pangler. And there is mana burn on Morphling if he turns into AM.
I'm surprised I didn't have more problems with the Pango Pugna lane.
Pepanga.
Pongo. What do we got? TeamSpeak problems? Yeah, Durachio seems like he's been having a few of them this game. 5-3 and 1 Morphling. Going into BKB now. Mars very close to his. I mean, when Mars gets BKB, they've got the double with him and Monkey. I just don't feel like there are any core targets Team Spirit can go on. They can't focus Mars, Monkey, or AM, so they have to go, like, you have to go, well, Wyvern or Phoenix anyway, but the positioning, oh, hello, goodbye. Duraccio blows up Era. So it was Phoenix to push out bottom lane, but the rest of Chicken Fighters, they are up top. Onto the tier 2 straight away.
Full Deso on Monkey King, who is level 20 plus 50%. Boundless Strike. That's gonna hurt a lot.
They're jumping. Catching. Duraccio. He's got no mana, but he's jumped onto the trees.
Very nicely played.
Oh my goodness gracious me. The long range jump from Supreme though, and Charlie's here connecting onto Misha. Good soul binding, Swell Spear misses. Uncharacteristic mistake there from the Mars of Saberlight, and a good balance strike from Duraccio from that high ground. Saberlight trying to get away with a cold embrace, keeps him alive with the Wukong's command focusing Ergon now. Charlie needs to get back into this fight as Saberlight, he can't blink out. The Treants are there and Morphling focusing him down, no way. How has he got out of that one? Glimmer caped up,
Still
barely
alive.
up, and a balance strike onto Ergon now with Charlie's Mana Void. They are doing it. Chicken Fighters on a mega kill streak with his anti-mage and emergent. Annihilated by the AM, a double kill for Charlie. And it doesn't seem like there's much left here for Team Spirit.
Problem is, AM can do whatever he wants in a team fight. He can blink in aggressively, provide some vision. And once again, Wyvern causing a lot of troubles with these cold embrace, keeping people alive.
And they're so good at using these wand charges as well. All of a sudden, you know, popping out that 20 wand. Getting so much burst heal with the help of that cold embrace. The Glimmer Cape blink on Sineko. Huge pickups for that Wyvern.
Deso plus Orb of Destruction on Monkey. That's going to be minus 11 armor.
Oh, goodbye tower. And they've got Curse back up, Arena back up, Supernova back up. The team fight trio. Ready and raring to go for Chicken Fighters. With Wukong's 10 seconds away, it just feels like they can continue fighting. They've got a Courier and a Roche Pit as well. Yeah, that's Wyvern's Courier. 1 minute, 10 seconds. And AM's Abyssal Blade feels like it's just going to be that final cherry on the top, so Charlie can jump onto that Nature's Prophet and actually lock him down. Like, Ergon had such a good early to mid game. The first 20-25 minutes was spectacular, but he's kind of run out of steam, even with his high net worth. I guess one of the weird things about Prophet in this game is in previous series and previous games, we've seen a lot of especially core Prophets take up and soak all of the farm on the map, right? And they need to be that 1 or 2 items ahead of their counterparts. But when you have a Morphling on your team, you need to give farm to Morphling. So Ergon is not getting the same level of scaling that he kind of is used to, potentially.
And one of the reasons why AM is not afraid is there's no Orchid, there is no silence. He does not care about level 2 Phantom's Embrace. He kills it in a 0.3 seconds.
Or he counterspells it, or he mantas, or, Abyssal Blades away. Smoke from Chicken Fighters onto the high ground with the Arena. Nice swashbuckle out. Stuns and catches Saberlight, who BKB's a little late, but they've already taken down Misha and Charlie, focusing the Morphling. Jump away with a blink, and Duraccio is out, but Charlie's giving chase. They've got the counterspell on the Morphling, but the Mana Void takes him out and rips him apart. With buyback available, Team Spirit might need to, because Ergon holding cheese, now forced to use it, speared up to the trees, and the Monkey King is here, and Charlie, he is absolutely in. 4 heroes gone.
Is over, Gary.
It looks like
nothing to kill AM. They have nothing to kill the egg with. Like, he is full Aghanim Scepter being delivered.
Monkey
plus
King,
level 3.
Cocky bastard. This was over before it started. Yeah, okay. Okay, Monkey King. You're having a good game. On to tier 3 bottom lane now. And just like that, the drop of a hat, Chicken Fighters 19k lead, 29 to 15. 2 full lanes gone, and Ergon calls it. You're right, Lacoste. They absolutely just call it, not even bothering to buy back. The final ultis in the fountain come through, but Charlie is going to 1 versus 5 inside your fountain. And there we have it. Chicken Fighters, 2-0 victory over Team Spirit.
What a performance once again. And Nomad just messaged me saying that this will be the first win for Chicken Fighters that ended in 2 games.
Like,
so they were playing all BO3s.
It's a rarity, though. Like, I swear, the majority of the series we've been casting have been full 3. But yeah, in ESL 1 LA, the group stage, and into the playoffs, it's all 2-1s. All 2-1s, all 2-1s. Goodness gracious me. Man, I love it. Chicken Fighters I'm definitely becoming a big fan of them. Saberlight, Charlie, Supreme Seneko era, they are just really on a great run of momentum now. Of course, but they are still in the lower bracket, and we've got more games coming up for you this afternoon. Team Secret against Viking is going to be the second lower bracket series of the day, and of course, Chicken Fighters will be playing the winners of that as the playoffs continue. The rest of the games, what have we got? Today is Saturday, so Virtus Pro against OG will be your third series.
That's going to be an interesting one.
And then the lower bracket round 3. So you will have that Chicken Fighters game later on tonight as well. They've got first and last series of the day, it looks like. Oh, baby.
Some good quality Dota coming up. And if Team Secret wins against Viking, Chicken Fighters, they took a game off Team Secret, so it should be a close one. If they continue playing like this, definitely Team Secret is a better team. Don't get me wrong, but Chicken Fighters, they can cause some upsets.
They absolutely can. You know, already taking down Nigma, looking very, very hot. But that's it from us. Lacoste, that's the end of our ESL 1 LA run.
It's the end of like 25-day journey, waking up every single day, casting from 9 a.m., 6 a.m., sometimes China. It's been an enjoyable time, Gary.
It's been super fun. All the way through China, all the way through Europe, and here into the playoffs. Of course, all of the remaining games will be on ESL_Dota 2 from here on out. Lower bracket, upper bracket, lower bracket today, and then the final lower bracket, and of course the grand final tomorrow, starting the lower bracket game series starting at 2 p.m. CEST tomorrow, and then the grand final straight after it. But yeah, Lacoste, it's been an absolute pleasure. We've had some amazing series, great teams, upsets, sadness, happiness, all of the emotions, the full gamut of emotions coming out here for ESL 1 LA. And it's worth mentioning, of course, before I forget, I've got to do my job, you know, the Mercedes MVP. We don't have any real full stats coming through just yet, but we do know that the top 3 currently from the Huya votes are Matomoman, Sumail, and Miracle. So make sure you get your Twitter votes in for EU and CIS. 1 contender per region gets themselves towards a final vote for a $50,000 value car from Mercedes. So head on over to ESL Dota 2 on Twitter, get your votes in. And Lacoste, who are you voting for? Are you a Saberlight fanboy? Are you going to vote for Supreme?
Well, for an up-and-coming player, I would vote Saberlight, definitely. The dude showed amazing performance on these initiation heroes. He has a very good sense of where he needs to stand. And the team is playing around him. One of the reasons why they are allowing him to shine. But he also creates a lot of space for the team. Like, he is, I'd say, very... a player who's not greedy. And that does a lot of stuff for his team. But he has extremely high individually mechanic skills. You could see those butt spears. Just the initiation part. I always love the offlaners who has a sense how much they can do and when they need to jump in.
Yeah, making those mid to late game calls when you're the initiator, super important. And we'll run the Jenkins butt spear video after the ads as well. But from myself, Gareth, and Lacoste, it's been a pleasure taking you all on this journey through the ESL 1 LA 2020 Chinese and European group stage playoffs, everything. It's been wonderful. Lacoste on Twitter, @LacosteDota. Go give him a follow. I'm Gareth Casts. Make sure you show us some love, as that is us done for now. Lacoste, I don't know when I'll see you again. I don't know when we're casting together, but hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon, Gary. Probably from home, considering the situation we're in right now.
Absolutely. Isolating ourselves in person. But see you again, buddy. I'll see you next time.
See you, my friend. Thank you guys for watching.
Goodbye,
Bye
Jet.
bye.
See you guys next time.
My name is Jordan Gilbert, aka Nothing.
Hi, my name is Sue Lee. My handle is Smix. I think it's important for these initiatives to happen. Empathy really, really goes a long way, and it always, always means so much to us, and I think that's where initiatives like this really help.
I encourage everyone in the community, anytime they see bullying, anytime they see someone getting called names, or I encourage you to step up and say something.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over. This gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Bill.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna wanna see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Skill shots while watching one of the most flashy it's easy to get distracted by the chaos of all 10 heroes battling across the map. With that being said, there is a far ganker battle that goes on beneath the surface. One of the few purely mechanical improvements you can make to your gameplay is the warding battle that goes on between learning important game fives in a game. In other words, vision is absolutely essential to winning the game. So knowing your way around an observer ward is a crucial skill for any aspiring position 5 meta. For example, there's a trick where you intentionally place wards on high grounds that have already been dewarded by the enemy sentries, intentionally leaving the enemy sentry alive. Why do this? Because sentries don't give vision. So, the sentry ward will give the enemy team a false sense of security to play in that area, and that's when you can execute a game that we're abusing with this trick. Another useful trick is to abuse the fact that most supports don't have a great way of dewarding high ground. So typically wherever they are by simply placing a sentry ward directly on the cliff. So if you place wards that are just out of sentry ward range for the cliff, they often stay up for the entire duration because the enemy support will deward the cliff, and once again, the enemy team will play with this false sense of security. After the TP one final trick that you can abuse to get away with extremely good wards is to carry a Quelling Blade as a position 5. Another example, you can use the Quelling Blade to cut trees and put wards in places that would otherwise be impossible or just give absolutely horrendous vision. Level 2 power spike. You can place a ward here if you're dire to beautifully scout roach, and the enemy team will have to walk all the way around into your jungle if they want any direction without turning, and that's simply not possible in a typical roach fight. This can be abused by quickly toggling Bulwark to spear people backwards while they're chasing you, without having to turn around. Moreover, you can use this while sieging to spear people out of base that aren't expecting it, because if you jump in with spear and have Bulwark active, they have no idea what direction the spear is going to be aimed at, so it makes it significantly harder to dodge.
skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. You are mine. Come on and run away. We wanna run away. We don't need any reasons, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers 'cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for holding on for life, feeding the high, chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep.